What is up guys, this is Maxwell from Hamster Tech and welcome back to another video. So I recently got this laptop, the Asus E406, from a family member. She upgraded to a newer laptop so she has no use of it now, and she told me that this was running good at first, but started to become really slow the more you use it. And I had an idea. Why don't I just put Chrome OS on it and make it a Chromebook? Well, now you might be asking, who wants to install Chrome OS on a full-fledged Windows laptop? Well, actually, running Chrome OS, even though some people might not think it as a full kind of desktop operating system, can actually largely increase a laptop's performance, especially when coming to a low-spec budget laptop like this one. So, speaking of specs, let's see what kind of hardware we're dealing with today. So, well, first of all, we have a dual-core Intel Celeron N4000 processor, 4GB of RAM, probably soldered onto the motherboard in this case, and 64GB of SanDisk storage, probably eMMC in this case as well. Oh well, 64GB is like barely usable in Windows, but however, it will be much better in Chrome OS. Additionally, this laptop has a 14-inch display at 1366 by 768 resolution. Obviously, this kind of specs won't actually lit the world on fire, at least on Windows side, but it is still on a mainline kind of tier when coming to Chromebooks. So, before we start to actually install Chrome OS operating system, we first need to prepare some things. So first of all, you will need a laptop, obviously, and it must be running on an Intel 64-bit processor, like the Celeron N4000 that we showed. You will also need an USB flash drive. Let me just stick it in now. There we go. As you can see here, I got this M3 USB showing up here. As you can see, we have like a fairly large USB thumb drive here at 114GB. It's actually not recommended to use such a large USB, but I'll do it anyways. And next, we will need some files. We need to download them, and all of the links will be in the description below. First of all, what we need is actually 7-zip. So 7-zip here on the website, we need it to unzip some files. So just go to 7-zip. There are some different versions. You can see 2 different versions here. We will just take the latest, even though it's an alpha. It actually came up like yesterday. So yeah. Downloads for 64-bit x64. Remember, and click download and start downloading. And next is this software called Rufus. We will need it to create the bootable install media. As you can see here, create bootable USB drive the easy way, and in the download section just click Rufus 3.13 in this case, and then start the download. And we will also need an image of an Linux distribution. In this case, I went for Linux Mint. You can go with another Linux distro if you want to, as long as it's Debian based or Ubuntu based. Go ahead and download that. There's also choices of editions that you want to go. We just go Cinnamon. And then just scroll. We have Canada. We're in Canada, so Canada. Here, if the download doesn't start on some mirrors, just simply go right click and save link as. And then just save to downloads. Click save. And then we'll show this warning. Just select keep. And then we're just off downloading. See how easy that is. And then we need to head to GitHub. This link is also in the description to download Brunch. The latest version right now is R88 stable. So this Brunch thing, which is needed to actually to install Chrome OS on our laptop. And next, we need this Chrome OS Brunch install script. There's no actual download link for this. However, in this page, you need to select the link, select the script, copy, and we'll come back to that later. Finally, we will need the actual Chrome OS image itself. So on this website, they have all kinds of Chrome OS recovery images. Obviously, you can experiment with any of them. But the one that I recommend is Ramus. So Control F, type in Ramus. And here, see the search of Ramos came here. There are like just so many stuff going on. It's kind of like a messy website, you see. And on Ramos here, you can see all those different versions. We just select the latest one. We just select 87, which is the latest one for now. Well, now we're off downloading. The downloads will take a while. We have some pretty big files here, like a couple of gigabytes. And now we can right click on desktop, new, text document, and then just name it to Chrome install.txt or something, Chrome install. Just double click on that and right click, paste the script, install script that we copied earlier. Do that and save it. And now we will just be waiting for the downloads to continue. Here, it will take a while. I'll be back when we finish all those downloads. Okay, now, well, as you can see, we have all the files. I just put them on my desktop now. We have the 2 tools and the 4 images that we actually need to use. I'll just create a folder, name it like Chrome OS or something, just to keep organized. We'll put everything except for those 2 programs, so all those 4 things in this folder to keep it organized. And then we will just start to install those 2 programs. So first of all is 7-zip. We just need to use 7-zip. We'll say some warnings, just run anyway. And yes to administrator, then pop up this, just click install, and now 7-zip is successfully installed on this system. And we'll leave Rufus for now and just go to Chrome OS folder. As we can see, we got like those 4 files here. And first of all, we just need to unzip first of all the Chrome OS image thing that we downloaded in here. Just click it and drag to the Chrome OS root folder, and then we'll start extracting. It will take a while, a little bit. It won't take that long, but we'll come back to that later. And now we will actually use 7-zip, so right click on this branch file, 7-zip, and then open archive. So you can see here, one archive. We just need to first unzip this one out. It will take like a couple seconds. That will be really fast. 7-zip is a really efficient software, so just wait, give it some time. And we got this tar image here, and we need to check. Oh, it's taking longer than I thought. So right click on this new tar file, 7-zip, open archive again, and then we got those additional 4 files. Select them, drag them out. I will unzip them from that tar file, or should I say like on tar, yeah, because it's not a zip. So after that, we got those 4 files here. In this folder is kind of getting a lot messier. So yeah, we can check back on that again. We'll need a couple more seconds, and we can just start to clean up a bit. You know, we don't need that tar.gz branch file. We don't need that tar file, so we just can right click, delete those. And then while the unzip process just finished, we can delete the zip folder as well. And then we have the essential files to install Chrome OS here. All of the things have been unzipped, so we just need to add the name for this bin file, to rename it to actually Ramos_recovery.bin. So that will be our Chrome OS system image, as you can see here. Why? Because as you can see in the install script, we can see that it said Ramos_recovery.bin. It's just like way easier, because like the name of that image will change, and we'll just keep it uniform. As you can see, here are all the files necessary for that here. So you can see our USB drive here. We will start to make the bootable USB. First of all, we will format it if you haven't already. If you have FAT32, just go to FAT32, but in this case we'll go exFAT because it's bigger than the supported size of FAT32. So format it, complete. And then we can actually start to make the Linux, in this case Linux Mint, install USB using Rufus. So double click, yes to administrator. Yep, now yes, in this case, we won't need that anyways. So select our USB flash drive, select the image file. So in Chrome OS folder, Linux Mint.iso, open. Okay, and there's some options. Partition scheme, I would like to go GPT in this case. So it is only UEFI. So if your computer is like slightly older, let's see, does not have UEFI, you need to use MBR. And all other settings we just keep as original. Keep that writing as so image mode. Okay, and now it can start writing. The writing will take like 3 minutes or something, depending on your computer USB speed, if it's like 3.0 or 2.0, and depending on your USB thumb drive as well. There's some variations. I got these USB 3.0 drives, it will be faster. And don't touch any files that's like popping up or something. If you got them, just close it, or you might just mess up the whole installation and will start like copying the files to the USB thumb drive. And I'll be back when it's finished. So now we have finished the writing the Linux file, Linux image onto the USB drive. We can just close the Rufus application now. And now let's see, in the computer we can see this Linux Mint drive. Everything of this Linux live system will be here. We'll also put into this USB. And now we will just need to do some further cleanup because we already used the Linux Mint.iso file, so we don't actually need it anymore because the file has already been wrote to the USB thumb drive. So just right click on the ISO file and delete it. We won't need it anymore. And then we will just need to copy the Chrome OS folder that we made with all those exactly 6 files in it. Copy this folder to the USB drive. And it will take a while, like 5 minutes or something. And I'll come back later. Okay, now it finished copying the Chrome OS folder. And we're basically all set in your Windows system. And now we can just go ahead and power off this computer. Oh, by the way, if you want to back up anything of your data that you want to keep, just do it now, because you will be losing other data from doing that. And if you don't have anything to save, you can just be like me, just turn it off, and we'll be back. So now we have switched to the camera outside, the computer outside. So in this case, because it is an ASUS laptop, we just need to click the escape key while we are booting into the system. So click escape like many times, and we're in ASUS logo, and now we're in the boot selector. We can use the mouse cursor if you want. You can see like some options here. We need to select UEFI. You can use arrow keys, UEFI, SanDisk, which in this case, yes, this is a SanDisk USB. And in this Linux loader, we just select the first option, Linux, start Linux Mint or something. Click enter, and we will be booting into the Linux live system. Okay, now I'll switch the screen capture to the Linux system. So click on computer. You can see if you're not that familiar with Linux, don't worry, just follow my steps. If you know Linux, you will be already a master of this. So just go ahead and explore, go to the search and search for Chrome OS. You will get this folder that we put into this USB flash drive earlier, and you can see everything here. You have all of those files that we will need. And now we will just need to go ahead and bottom left corner, open up a terminal window. And as we can see here, the Mint terminal. But we don't actually need to do anything now. We just kind of need to figure out where are we going to install to. So just show this install script text that we prepared earlier. So you can see the last line on the end of that, we have /dev/your disk. So we do need to go to a kind of software to show the disk names and stuff. So in this case, we're using gparted. And as you can see here, it shows /dev/mmcblk0, 64 gigabytes. It should be useful is like that. And /dev/sda in this case is your USB flash drive. And because like this computer is using an eMMC storage, you see that flash storage, some of the computers using like a full 2.5 or 3.5 or kind of like an M.2 kind of thing, they will have like a different name. So you just need to locate your thing to show, and in this case we will just use mmcblk0. This actually depending on like which kind of computer you're using. As you can see, it matches what we have in gparted. And now we can just start to copy the commands one line by line. So first, sudo apt-get update, copy that, paste into the terminal, hit enter, and it will just get some required updates for this to work. Sometimes the updates won't be like necessary, just because like we are running the latest Linux Mint distribution. It just got updated like a couple of days ago, and we won't have like too much updates to worry about. But sometimes if you went for like a slightly older one for like, let's say, compatibility reasons, you will need some updates. And in this case, it said that there's no release file or something. We don't need that. We just paste the other line. The second line, this is pv. And now we're just back to the third line, sudo apt-get install cgpt, which is used for actually partitioning the disk and installing kind of stuff, which is used in the install script. So finally, last but not least, the most important step. This is like also really long. Paste into that, hit enter, and we have a problem. No such file directory. If you got this problem, don't worry. We need to cd to this folder so it can actually see this file. So click cd and drag the Chrome OS label here and hit enter. We're in this Chrome OS directory, and we just paste the same command that we used before and hit enter. Now our data will be lost. Are you sure? Please type yes to continue. Okay, and now we will actually start the installation of Chrome OS. And I'll be back after this finished. Okay, that didn't take long. So now we can just close all the Windows tabs on Linux and then reboot the computer. Alright, switch to this outside camera again. Click this, click the red button, power, select restart. My camera exposure is kind of not working right now. So yeah, select reboot or restart, whatever that case is. And the system will shut itself down and reboot to Chrome OS. So please remove the installed medium, then press enter. So unplug your USB drive from the computer and then press enter. And boom, you're all set. And then it will just reboot ASUS, and it will automate everything. Loading branch framework, it's actually loading like all the required files for Chrome OS. It might take a while, and I'll be back after it's finished. As you can see, Chrome boot logo, and the system should be up in a sec. And now that's the Chrome OS welcome screen, and you can just head to set up the computer, and I'll be back soon. So this is it, a full Chrome OS install on a low-end budget Windows laptop, in this case the ASUS E406, and wow, it is working fantastically. We got the wallpaper set it up, we have everything in Chrome OS. As you can see, we even have full Google Play Store, so you won't be limited to the web apps that Chrome OS offers. You can see resizing, Resizing works perfect. Go smaller, go even smaller. The phone size moves fantastically. There's no lag. Well, that is the end of today's video. And if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more content like this, just click subscribe. And remember, this is Mr. Tech, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.